Path of Titans is literally spilling all the beans lately. Last week we had a major update, and this week we have a devblog and a slightly smaller update on the PTB to go over, as well as some changes on Gondwar to have a flyover and showcase to you all. Timestamps for everything are on the screen now, and if you are new, feel free to subscribe, but other than that, let's kick things off by going through that new devblog. Now, I had gone over this devblog in one of my recent streams, however I feel like it's best to actually go over it in a video because they showcase quite a bit regarding dinosaur updates and updates to Gondwar. Now, people thought at first in my stream that the way they worded the title of this devblog meant there was a new map. There isn't, it's just new updates to the Gondwar map and changes to the Gondwar map. Anyways, let's just start things off with the tidbits and information regarding dinosaur upgrades and, you know, all that jazz. They first talk about how some dinosaurs have had updates to improve their animations and textures to make them unique subspecies to subspecies and overall just look a lot nicer and catch up with the current dinosaurs. Adding that by saying this is how it ties into the combat update by saying this. This will also tie into the combat update as we can improve movement speed and with updated locomotion animations or revisit combat animations that play too slowly or don't reach far enough down to hit smaller dinosaurs. For example, the best one there is Struthiomimus' tail attack. I'm pretty sure it's getting a little bit of work at the moment because at the moment in the PTB it can't hit anything. But also the claw attack animation for Struthiomimus has been updated as well and looks a lot nicer. They then showcase all of the dinosaurs that have had model updates excluding Ceratosaurus because they previously showcased that. They basically showcase Struthiomimus, Metriacanthosaurus, Concavenator and Alioramus. I'll have them all up on the screen now while I was talking about them. But yeah, you get to see the model updates there, the befores and the afters, and I think they're all really nice. There's a lot of improvements there. Now moving into the Gondwar updates. Gondwar is getting a lot of love lately with a lot of new stuff getting added to it and changes being made to it, and this gets us closer and closer to what I really hope happens, and that's lava getting added to the volcano. But today's love is on the rivers, the shorelines of the rivers and the depths of the rivers. They've shown a series of screenshots off to properly showcase this, and some of them included one of the new dinosaurs which had improvements, which was Struthiomimus. But once again, I'm going to showcase these changes in a video at the back end of this video as well. But they basically say in this devblog that they added lakeweed, sunken logs, muddy riverbanks and stuff like that. There's so much new stuff in these rivers, it just fills them with life. And if you're a small like carnivore or a small semi-aquatic creature, you can literally hide in the lakeweed that's in these riverbeds, and it's really nice. And the shorelines of these rivers look very nice as well. There is some good examples of that on the map, and I definitely hopefully will be able to show them to you. But anyways, they also mentioned at the end of this they have added various caves and burrows around the map. Now I do believe these caves are probably just caves that were in from the previous Gondwar updates, but yeah. There's new PTB updates, and of course remember all of this that they're talking about here is on the public test branch, the PTB. This is not on the live branch. That being said, this technically does have a changelog with it, and I'm only going to be able to read out the changelog because some of the stuff in this update technically don't have the updates in the PTB, like it just doesn't exist. A good example is half of Kentrosaurus's abilities that got updated or added are not there in the PTB. However, we're going to go over the changelog, we're going to talk about them per dinosaur. These are just herbivore changes. However, you know, as this is on the PTB, things change, more will get added as things go along. So if there's a dinosaur that you think is missing stuff, you'll probably get it soon. Anyways, so firstly, there's some map updates. Updated Upper Green Valley / Lower Big Quill Lake areas on Gondwar. Work in progress updates to Stego Mountain on Gondwar. Added glow mushrooms to White Cliffs Waystone area on Gondwar as well. They've also added and updated some abilities. Firstly, with Kentrosaurus, Traction, Death Rattle and Long Distance Runner are making a return or being added. I know Traction and Death Rattle were missing in the previous update. They're now here. For Eotriceratops, it's the focus on hides. Resilient Hide, which is a resilience to or increases, say, the rate of damage from bleed and poison or venom. It basically just is resilience to that. Moving on to Anodontosaurus, which got the most love here. It's going to get Traction. It's now going to have Paddle, which is boosted swimming speed, which is great because Anodontosaurus had terrible swimming speed, so I'm happy to see this. It will also have thick scales and resilient hide. Now, I do believe it does have the thick scales at the moment, but regardless, it is very, very strong. Imagine going into Hunker Down with thick scales. Yeah, that's the kind of strong we're talking about. For Amargasaurus, Amarga is getting thick scales. Albertoceratops is getting thick scales. Styracosaurus is getting thick scales and resilient hide as well. Barsboldia is getting resilient hide, and Stegosaurus is getting probably one of the most interesting ones. Solar powered. Yeah, that's a weird one. I have a feeling it's to do with healing rate in daytime. You know, maybe that's the thing there. And then after that, it's got traction as well. But that's all of the new dinosaur abilities. Let me know what you think about these ones. We can't show them in game because as I'm making this video, yeah, we can't, they're not there, but their changelog is there, so these are intended to be coming. So yeah, some of the missing things are making a return, and some new stuff are getting added, especially that solar powered hide. I can't wait to see. Let me know your thoughts. So we are in the PTB, and well, what's happened is while I was editing and finishing up the video that was going up today, the PTB has updated again. I'm going to try and go over all of this right now and showcase most of the new stuff. The first one I want to showcase is to do with Metriacanthosaurus because it's got some new stuff. The first things are to do with Metriacanthosaurus. It's now got its standard venom bite attack back, which is now called Venom Bite. It's a bite that applies venom. So we're going to add that and just showcase it really quickly. And then for your hide, you've got a new hide, which is called Putrid Scales. This seems to be where the poison stuff comes in. Attackers now will take poison damage if they attack you when you've got putrid scales to hide, which is quite interesting and pretty cool. That's everything for Metriacanthosaurus, however, but I'm going to showcase this new attack, or the old attack that's returned, and showcase that off really quickly because the animation is different and it's more like a charged attack. There you go. No sounds just yet, but that seems to be the old venom attack for Metri. We also finally know what the solar powered or solar power ability is going to be for Stegosaurus. It increases stamina regeneration by 30% during the day. So I was wrong. It's not a healing one, it is a stamina regen one, and once again that's pretty much everything to do with Stego. Concavenator is another one that's been getting some love as well. Of course, it's only got its bite, and it's got a new metabolism which is called Slicer. Now I'm not sure if this is actually going to be a metabolism because it's just here, it says metabolism and that's it. We don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be an interesting one nevertheless. You get Scabbing Blood as well, which increases bleed resistance by 40%, and Streamlined is back. With Backlimb you've got Standard and you've got Dive. I don't know why it's Standard, like why do you need Standard there? Like, is it just because you turn Dive off? I don't know. And then of course we go to Front Limb and you've got a new Front Limb attack which is called Deepening Wounds, a claw attack that decreases target's bleed recovery by 50%. Does not stack, so you can only use it once, which is very, very interesting. But once again, that's everything for Concavenator. Thalassodromeus is another interesting one because it's got another front limb ability. Before I had Gripping Claws, now it's got Barrel Roll, which you can apply. Now I'm not sure if this has an ability just yet or can really do anything, but we're gonna have a look. You also have Skydiver, which takes 90% reduced fall damage, the same as Kaiwekia, and you've got Webbed Feet, which increases your swim speed as well, which is an interesting one too. You also have Land Runner, which is a sense, moves 20% faster when on the ground, which is quite interesting there with Thalassodromeus. I don't know why that is in like sensors, that surely isn't a sense, but let's go ahead and showcase this Barrel Roll because I really want to see what this is like. Right, here we go. That seems to be what it is. Maybe you have to be going down for it to actually do something. Now, at the moment, it doesn't have an animation attributed to it, but Barrel Roll seems to be something where it's gonna have that attribution to it in the future. At the moment, you took your wings in, and that's probably the start of the animation, which is probably similar to that. And once again, yeah, that's that. My Alioramus, which is on a cliff, I don't know how it got here, has some other new stuff as well. You've got your sensors now, which is ambush. Your first attack when not in combat deals increased damage. So it allows you to spec into an ambush hunter trying to catch people by surprise, buffing that first attack. Of course, you also have leap as well, which is pretty cool. I do have it enabled, so I'm going to showcase the leap right now. Look at that. Next up, we have Deinonychus, which has more love once again. This is Rudder, which is a improved jump control and reduces jump stamina cost by 50%. Could be speccing in to something like, well, pounce, because legs still has nothing there. And that is that for our Deinonychus. Another interesting one is for voice on Struthiomimus. It's now got Hustle, a core that increases your group speed for 1 minute while out of combat. This will only work while out of combat, so if you're in combat, this won't work. But that's an interesting one. You're now becoming a hustler as your little Struthiomimus. And yeah, that's an interesting voice ability for this dinosaur. Let's see if we can equip it and see if it does a call. Right, let's try this call. And then you get an ability for 59 seconds, a minute long of increased speed boost on your Struthiomimus. And there we have it, everybody. That's everything to do with the brand new Path of Titans public test branch updates. There's a lot of cool things coming, and I can't wait to show them off to you all. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, this is an interesting video because I'm now 22 as I'm recording this video and making it on my birthday. And it goes out on my birthday as well. Wow, I should have really prepared this one earlier so then I could relax today. But anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts about all these changes and stuff in the comments down below. And yeah, if you are new, feel free to subscribe for more Path of Titans news, because as soon as something drops, I'll be telling you about it. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.